Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel Christmas Countdown, where tonight I have another Christmas limited edition product, and this is the winter edition from Red Bull, and it is the iced vanilla berry. Now this sounds good to me. I don't know when they say iced if they're talking about frosting or just a very chilled vanilla. And then berry is usually a good flavor when it comes to sodas or drinks. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the packaging here. You have a couple of bowls here, opposite directions. The winter edition. Really not much to it, just this blue background, sort of winter sky, ice blue. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this open here. There she blows. There's definitely a strong berry aroma coming out. Don't smell any vanilla at all, even though that got higher billing. A little bit of caffeine aroma, and there's 80 milligrams of caffeine in this can. Let's go ahead and pour this into the finest bachelor's glassware. You can see it's a blue color, nice blue color. Looks like a grayish blue as it's coming out in the air, but once it lands in the cup, teal, blue, green. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. I do detect the vanilla. There was no vanilla aroma, but there's a little bit of vanilla flavor. But I'm getting mostly the berry. It's pretty sweet, and it's covering up just about all the caffeine flavor. A little bit of oddness going on in the background. Greetings from Willoughby, Ohio, in the Willoughby Autonomous Zone, where it's always sure to be a white Christmas, and we have virtually no crime here in the Willoughby Autonomous Zone. The Autonomous Zone is patrolled by a Catholic police force. Most of the officers are Irish, Polish, and there's even a few Quebecois separatists. No judgment, no judgment. And they've even got these Catholic police cars that drive up and down. And I remember when we started the Autonomous Zone here in Willoughby, that worm of a governor, Mike DeWine, came down here and he said, "You gotta let me in." And we said, "No government, no police forces, no state police, no local police." They said, "How can you do this?" I had to remind him, remember when they did it in Seattle and you and your uniparty stooges had no problem with it? And he said, "Oh." And then he said, "Well, you can't have a Catholic police car." And we said, "Don't you remember they have Muslim police cars in New York City? You didn't have a problem with that either." "Oh," he said. "Oh, oh, 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 oh." The result here is a super safe, traditional American neighborhood. It's not the kind of place where people are ringing doorbells in the middle of the night with guns and crossbows. Well, I think this is pretty good as far as Red Bull goes. Mostly delivered on the flavor of it.
that they promised on the can. It's got a nice winter color to the can. I would take more points off for the lack of can design if it wasn't that they always are a pretty uniform can design, so it's not really much point criticizing it. And I think that the little bit of oddness going on in the background is at the tail end of it, the aftertaste. I think it's raspberry, that you suddenly have this little zing at the end of the aftertaste. I'm going to go ahead and give this a very solid 3 stars out of 5. I would recommend it if you like Red Bull or you like anything that is winter Christmas related. But if you're just looking for a beverage or just an energy drink, I wouldn't go out of your way to look for this. So I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time, tomorrow, on this Christmas countdown. Bye, everybody.